Welcome to Science Classroom. To guess about today's topic, let us see this video. Grow trees, save life, save earth. So today's topic is chapter number 7, conservation of plants and animals. And in this video, we are going to discuss about deforestation and protected area. Deforestation is the clearing, thinning or destruction of forest by humans to make the land available for other uses. Causes of deforestation: natural cause, forest fire, drought; man-made causes, agricultural expansion, cattle breeding, timber industry, mining activities, dam constructions, population explosion, and infrastructure development. Consequences of deforestation: loss of habitat, reduced rainfall, climate change, emission of greenhouse gases leading to global warming, increases pollution, increased chances of natural calamities like flood and drought, physical properties of soil get affected, soil erosion increases, loss of topsoil, loss of soil fertility, formation of desert, that is desertification, decreased water holding capacity of soil, infiltration rate reduces, groundwater level gets lowered, water cycle get affected. Hence, deforestation disturbs the balance in nature. Here we can see some images of consequences of deforestation. Now in the first image, you can see that there is a hilltop covered with trees. Half of the trees are removed. During the next rainfall, the area experiences soil erosion. In the second pic, you can see a place covered with trees. Evaporation and transpiration rate is high in that area, which results in a cool and wet climate. But in an area where there are no trees, we experience warm and dry climate. Soil covered with plantation has more moisture and more soil nutrients, but with no plant cover, soil has less nutrients and becomes dry in nature. Water holding capacity reduces. Infiltration rate is more in areas with trees, while in regions with more buildings, infiltration rate reduces. Now some important terms. Biosphere. It is one of the 4 layers that surrounds the earth. It is made up of parts of earth where life exists. It is a sum of all ecosystem. Next term, ecosystem. It is defined as a structural and functional unit of biosphere comprising of living organisms and their non-living environment. Biodiversity. The variety of plants and animal life in a particular area is called biodiversity. Now moving on to protected area. Protected area or conservation area are locations which receive protection because of their natural or ecological values. It is essential for biodiversity conservation. The classification of protected area. They are classified into national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserves. First, we will discuss about National Park. National Park is a park officially recognized by a nation's government. It is often made to protect the flora and fauna in that particular area. Flora means plants, fauna means animals. It may have one or more ecosystem in it. It contains natural landscape. No exploitation of natural resources are allowed in National Park. Highly restricted entry, visitors are allowed to enter under special official permission. Boundaries are fixed by legislation. Human activity not allowed at all. As of now, there are 104 national parks in India. Some examples are Bandipur National Park in Karnataka, Desert National Park in Rajasthan, Gir Forest National Park in Gujarat, Jim Corbett National Park Uttarakhand, Khana National Park Madhya Pradesh, Kaziranga National Park Assam, Satpura National Park Madhya Pradesh, Murugavani National Park Telangana. Next about Wildlife Sanctuary. Wildlife Sanctuary is a natural habitat owned by government or private agency. It protects particular species of birds and animals. Restrictions are less and it is open to public. Official permission not required to enter. Boundaries are not fixed. Human activities are allowed, but up to a certain extent. Total number of wildlife sanctuaries in India as of now is 551. Examples: Bamboo Island Wildlife Sanctuary, Andaman and Nicobar Islands; Krishna Wildlife Sanctuary, Andhra Pradesh; Itanagar Wildlife Sanctuary, Arunachal Pradesh; Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary, Goa; Kutch Desert Wildlife Sanctuary, Gujarat; Kaveri Wildlife Sanctuary, Karnataka; Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, Kerala; Gandhi Sagar Sanctuary, Madhya Pradesh; Nagarjuna Sagar Sri Sailam Tiger Reserve, Telangana. Next protected area is Biosphere Reserve. Biosphere Reserve are sites established by countries and recognized under UNESCO's Man and Biosphere program. Protection is granted not only to the flora and fauna of protected region but also to the tribal communities who inhabit this region and their way of life. It supports sustainable development. Biosphere Reserve zones. It has 3 zones. The innermost is known as core area, middle one is known as buffer area, and the last one is known as the transition area. Now in the core area, only research is allowed. In the buffer area, education, training, tourism and research along with little human settlement is allowed. And in the transition area, you can see research, training and more of human settlement. So these are the 3 zones of Biosphere Reserve: core, buffer and transition area. Now some examples for Biosphere Reserve. There are a total of 18 Biosphere Reserves in India. Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve, Gulf of Mannar, Sundarbans, Manas, Panchmadi Biosphere Reserve, Great Rann of Kutch, Agastyamalai Biosphere Reserve and Great Nicobar. Now moving on to zoological garden. A zoo is a facility in which animals are housed within enclosures, cared for and displayed to the public. Enclosures often attempt to replicate animals' natural habitat. Sometimes special climatic conditions may be created for animals like penguins. Example, Nehru Zoological Park, Tiger Park and Deer Park in Telangana. Here we come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. The next video will be on species, red data book and reforestation.